Prepare yourself for a journey into the lesser-known, darker side of nature, where danger lurks in the smallest of creatures. Picture a world alive with minuscule beings, each with their own unique and deadly charm. This is a countdown like no other, a journey into the world of insects that can astonish you with their lethal potential. From the 10th to the 1st, we're about to reveal the 10 most deadly insects that walk, fly, and crawl on our planet. Each one a master of survival, equipped with unique abilities that make them deadly to other creatures, and sometimes even to us humans. From those that can inject lethal venom to those that carry deadly diseases, these creatures are a testament to nature's uncanny ability to create life forms that are as fascinating as they are dangerous. Are you ready to meet the top 10 most deadly insects in the world? Hold on to your seats, because this is going to be a wild ride. At number 10, we have the Blister beetle, a seemingly unassuming insect with a deadly secret. This creature, found across the globe in gardens, farmlands, and even deserts, is not your average garden pest. It's a member of the Meloidae family, a group known for their unique defense mechanism. Unlike most insects, the blister beetle doesn't rely on stingers or jaws to protect itself. Instead, it secretes a toxic chemical called cantharidin. Contact with this toxin, even in small amounts, can cause blistering on human skin, hence its name. But it's not just a physical threat. If ingested, cantharidin can be fatal to animals and humans alike. Yet despite this, the blister beetle plays a vital role in our ecosystem. Its larvae prey on grasshopper eggs, helping to control their populations. So while they might be dangerous, they're also a significant part of the balance of nature. Never judge a book by its cover, or in this case, an insect by its size. Coming in at number 9, we have the infamous locusts, the harbingers of destruction. These winged marauders are found across the world, particularly in arid regions such as Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. They are known for their swarm behavior, where millions, sometimes billions of locusts band together in a frenzied wave of consumption. These swarms can span hundreds of square miles, their sheer numbers blotting out the sun. They descend upon an area and devour everything in their path, from crops to vegetation, leading to devastating famines and ecological destruction. It's a spectacle that can be horrifying to witness, and the aftermath often leaves communities reeling. The locusts' ability to multiply rapidly and their insatiable appetite make them one of the most destructive insects on our planet. And while they may not directly harm humans, their indirect impact through ecosystem devastation can be deadly. A reminder that sometimes the deadliest threats come in large numbers. At number 8, we introduce the assassin caterpillar, a deadly beauty in disguise. This fascinating creature makes its home primarily in South America, particularly in Brazil. Its vibrant colors and unique bristles might entice the unsuspecting observer, but beware, as these are not just for show. Each bristle is a miniature hypodermic needle, filled with a venom potent enough to cause severe bleeding and even death. One brush against this caterpillar can deliver a dose of venom that can cause excruciating pain, swelling, and complications like hemorrhaging and renal failure. Its impact on human health is significant. Every year, countless victims are hospitalized due to encounters with this lethal beauty. It's a stark reminder that in nature, beauty often comes with a bite, or in this case, a sting. A deadly beauty indeed, proving that looks can indeed kill. At number 7, meet the fire ant, a tiny terror with a fiery sting. This minuscule marauder hails from South America but has since spread globally, infesting regions as diverse as the United States and Australia. The fire ant's name doesn't come from its red hue, but from the sensation of its venomous sting, a sharp, burning pain likened to being touched by a flame. A single fire ant sting is painful enough, but these ants are seldom alone. Disturb a fire ant mound, and you invite a swarm of them, each ready to defend their colony with a venomous bite. For most, the aftermath is a blistering welt, but for those with an allergy, the sting can trigger anaphylaxis, a potentially life-threatening reaction. In a world of giants, the fire ant reminds us that size isn't everything. Its potent venom, aggressive nature, and tendency to swarm makes it a serious threat. The fire ant, small but mighty and not to be underestimated. Coming in at number 6, we have the Asian giant hornet, the largest hornet species in the world. Native to the temperate and tropical regions of Eastern Asia, this fearsome creature can reach up to 2 inches in length. Its moniker, giant, is no exaggeration. Now let's talk about its venomous sting. The Asian giant hornet's sting is potent enough to dissolve human tissue, and its venom can cause kidney failure. Yes, you heard that right. It's not just painful, it's downright dangerous. The fatalities caused by this hornet are nothing to scoff at. In Japan alone, around 30 to 40 people succumb to its deadly sting annually. It's a serious threat in its native habitat, and its presence is now being reported in other parts of the world as well. The Asian giant hornet, a true titan among insects. At number 5, we have bees and wasps, the buzzing threats of the insect world. These creatures are found all over the globe, from the lush gardens of Europe to the dense forests of South America. They are renowned for their painful stings, which they use as a defense mechanism against potential threats. But it's not just the sharp sting that can cause harm. For some people, a single sting can trigger severe allergic reactions known as anaphylaxis. This can lead to difficulty breathing, a sudden drop in blood pressure, and in the worst-case scenario, it can be fatal. It's estimated that around 1,000 people die each year from bee and wasp stings in the United States alone. Despite their small size, these insects carry a potent venom that can be deadly to those with allergies. Bees and wasps, a reminder that even the most common insects can pose a deadly threat. At number 4, meet the kissing bugs, the deadly kissers of the insect world. These stealthy insects are common in the Americas, particularly in the tropical regions. They are named for their unusual feeding habit. They feed on the blood of mammals, birds and reptiles, often biting near the mouth or eyes, hence the name kissing bug. But their kiss is far from sweet. The kissing bug is a carrier of the Trypanosoma cruzi parasite, which causes Chagas disease, a potentially life-threatening illness. This deadly disease can cause fever, fatigue, body aches, and in severe cases, heart failure. It's their silent and nocturnal nature that makes them particularly dangerous. They usually strike when their victims are asleep, making it easy for them to feed undetected. The disease they carry is often transmitted through their feces, which they leave behind after feeding. The kissing bug, proving that not all kisses are sweet. Coming in at number 3, we have the fleas, tiny pests with a deadly legacy. Fleas are not exclusive to any particular region. They are everywhere, from the coldest to the warmest climates. They're even known to hitch a ride on your favorite furry friends. Their feeding habits are as notorious as they are. Fleas are obligate parasites, meaning they depend on a host to survive. They latch onto mammals and birds, piercing their skin to consume their blood. It's not just the itching and irritation that they cause. The real danger lies in what they carry. Fleas have been the harbingers of some of the deadliest diseases in human history. Most notably, they were the primary vector for the bubonic plague, which wiped out a third of Europe's population in the 14th century. Even today, they continue to spread diseases such as typhus and tularemia. The flea, a tiny insect with a deadly bite. At number 2, meet the Sety Fly, the silent carrier of a deadly disease. The Sety Fly thrives primarily in sub-Saharan Africa, a seemingly harmless insect in a region teeming with diverse wildlife. But don't let its small size fool you. This fly has a blood-sucking habit, a trait that becomes terrifying when coupled with its lethal secret. The Sety Fly is an infamous vector of trypanosomiasis, otherwise known as African sleeping sickness. This fly, with its penchant for blood, unwittingly picks up the parasite when it feasts on an infected host. The parasite then finds a new home in the fly's gut, ready to be transmitted to the next unsuspecting victim. The disease, if left untreated, can lead to severe neurological disorders and eventually death. So the next time you find yourself in the African wilderness, remember to protect yourself. The Sety Fly, a reminder that even the smallest bite can carry a deadly punch. And finally, at number 1, we have the mosquito, the deadliest insect on the planet. Don't let its small size fool you. This insect is a master of survival, thriving in varying habitats from the sweltering tropics to the chill of the Arctic tundra. The mosquito's notoriety lies in its blood-sucking habits. Females, in their quest for protein to lay eggs, puncture our skin with their needle-like mouthparts and sip our blood. But it's not the bite that's deadly, it's what's in the saliva. Mosquitoes are vectors for numerous diseases, acting as unwitting couriers for microscopic killers. They transmit malaria, an illness that claims hundreds of thousands of lives annually, but that's not all. Dengue fever, yellow fever, and the Zika virus are also part of this insect's deadly repertoire. The mosquito, proving that the smallest creatures can pose the biggest threats. And there you have it, the top 10 most deadly insects in the world. We've journeyed from the blistering toxins of the blister beetle through the devastating swarms of locusts to the stealthy assassin caterpillar. We've weathered the fiery bite of the fire ant, faced the wrath of the Asian giant hornet, and braved the stinging force of bees and wasps. We've endured the deceivingly deadly kiss of the kissing bugs, battled the relentless fleas, and survived the terrifying Sety Fly. Finally, we've confronted the mosquito, the unassuming yet deadliest insect of them all. Each of these creatures, in their own unique way, reminds us of the importance of respecting nature. Their deadly nature serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers that even the smallest creatures can pose. If you enjoyed this journey into the dangerous world of insects, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and stay safe.